All right, it is 4:30, probably time to get this class going. Hopefully I'm not the only one as time goes on. All right. Welcome everybody. Coach Luis here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. If you're here with me today, that means it's time for abs and core. I've been looking forward to this class at the beginning of this week. Really excited to get a nice ab burn going on with you guys today. Slightly different structure to the workout. Let me go ahead and get into it. Today, we're going to be focusing on supersets. So we're going to be taking a couple different movements, mainly core movements, where we're pairing them together, kind of bouncing back and forth between those movements for a few rounds and then moving on to another pair. The way the workout is set up today, we're just going to do one pair, move on to the next one. We're not going to come back and repeat in any way. We're just going to go all the way through consecutive supersets. We will be done, be about 18 minutes when we're finished. So what we're going to be doing specifically, we're going to be working on intervals of 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So each movement will have its own interval. We'll go back and forth and then move on to the next pair of supersets. So the first pairing is going to be 90-90 crunches and then mountain climbers. So what we're going to be doing here, you guys, are going to be on our backs. With these 90-90 crunches, the legs are going to start up in this 90-90 position. They're not going to move. So let's use our core, glue the back to the ground here. Hands can be up near the head. We're not going to be pulling our head up, but just crunches, pulling as much back up as possible, up off the ground. And then our second part of that pairing is going to be mountain climbers. So with a nice plank position here, what we're going to be doing, core is nice and tight, shoulder blades down in the back pockets. We're going to drive one knee forward, control it on back. So usually we kind of go quick with this one, but today I want to go slow, focus on that form. We want to make sure that we're driving the knee as far as we can, but not so much that we start to round the back or create kind of a big hill out of the back. So keep it nice and flat through the back there, and then we're driving those knees one at a time. All right, so that is our first pairing. Our second pairing, we're going to be back on our backs going with the bicycle. So a little more twist this time. With the hands up behind the head, we want to have those elbows nice and wide. Don't bring them together near the face. We're then going to twist, try and reach opposite elbow to opposite knee. As you guys can see here, I'm not quite reaching my knee, and that's okay. It's just a target. What I want you guys to focus on is kind of that crunch and then twisting so you can look at adjacent walls. That's what we want to be thinking about here. Next, plank with rotation. So in that plank position, you can either be on the toes or the knees here, you guys. We're going to rotate, one arm supporting, twist, look up at the ceiling and reach. Same deal, other side. It's okay for the hips to twist a little bit. We want to stay nice and solid through that core. So when we come back down, the hips don't sag. We're nice and flat at the back. We don't want to get all rounded either. So that is our goal. That's our second pairing. The final pairing is going to be tough. We're doing flutter kicks and crunches. So with these flutter kicks, guys, you got to have the whole back glued to the ground. Legs are out nice and straight. We're fluttering kind of back and forth here. Back and forth. And the angle of our legs doesn't necessarily matter. If it's going to be a little bit easier to have those legs higher up in the air, the closer we get to the ground, the more strain it is going to be on those core muscles to keep our back glued to the ground. Above all else, we want that low back to be glued to the ground. So it's okay to have those legs higher up. If you feel yourself getting pulled up off the ground here in that lower back, take a rest, raise those legs. Let's keep that low back on the ground. Finally, for our final thing of that final pairing, we're going to be doing some crunches. So on our backs, this is going to be our final thing. And from here, I don't know, my legs are up, legs can be relaxed on the ground. We don't want to be pulling our heads up. We're just using all those muscles around the lower rib cage to pull most of our back up off the ground. We're just trying to do as much as we can, a big exhale at the same time. That we come up will really help us find and use those muscles here, you guys. So again, we're trying to crush something under the low back, pull as much of that upper back up as we can. That's going to be our final pair between those flutter kicks and the crunches. So Like I said at the beginning, what we're going to be doing is just supersets. So that first pairing, we're going to do 3 rounds, second pairing, 3 rounds, final pairing, 3 rounds, and then we'll be done with the workout. So it's going to be easy to catch on as we go. I'm going to be coaching you guys through the entire way. Don't worry if you missed some of that intro. We're going to go ahead and get into the warm up now. All we're going to need for this workout, you guys, is some space on the ground to move and water. Definitely want to stay hydrated. Even though it's the evening, it may not be as hot where you are. Doesn't matter. We still want to replace those fluids that we lose when we exercise. So let's go ahead and get into the warm up. I'm going to have you guys lay all the way down on your backs here because I've now explained everything. I could probably move the camera down a little bit more. You guys can see me real well down here. We're on our backs to start. Knees bent. Let's take a nice big deep breath. And on that exhale, we're blowing out all the air that we got. And when we do that, we can feel a ton of pressure, a lot of muscles contracting around that lower rib cage. We're feeling the low back being pushed into the ground. Now let's continue to breathe, but hold that tension. So don't let that low back leave the ground. We're going to bring both legs up, bent at the knees. Knees are not going to bend anymore. We're just moving from the hips here. Let's tap one heel on the ground at a time. Again, maintaining that contact with the low back and the ground. Definitely tough to do while breathing. Do the best you can. If it helps, inhale as one leg goes down. Big exhale as it comes up. That'll help these muscles here keep that low back blue. Let's do one more each side. Good. There we go. Okay. We can rest those legs. We can rest all those midsection muscles. Take a nice deep breath. Relax here for a moment. Next part of our warm up, you guys, we got to get that whole body involved. So let's flip on over to hands and knees here. All right, you guys. So hands and knees here with the hands planted right on the shoulders. The knees are right under the hips. We're going to push down through those palms and through those toes, lifting the knees. I almost said toes. Lifting the knees up about an inch or two up off the ground. We're in a staring contest with your mat or the ground. And from here, we're just kind of warming up those shoulders. So take a moment to make sure they're kind of down and back. Squeeze those armpits. Try and bring those shoulder blades into your back pockets. We're pushing away from the ground, but not so much that our mid-back starts to round. Let's try and find that good kind of shoulder blade posture here, supporting our upper body. We're going to need that a little bit later on. All right, time to rest those knees. Good job, everybody. Give those arms a shake. Whole core is on, legs are working. Let's take a quick sip of water, then we're going to go ahead and get into it. All right, you guys, so I'm setting up the timer here. If you're just joining, take a moment to warm up. As we go through this first round of supersets, you guys, it's just 2 exercises in an interval that we're going to go back and forth in between. So do a little warm up, do a quick heel tap. Just watch us as we go through. You can try and move through these movements slowly. In this first round, we're going to do 2 more rounds just like it, and then we'll move on. I'm sure you guys will get the hang of the structure fairly quickly. We're just going to do it. We'll walk through these 90-90 crunches and mountain climbers, and then we'll start to speed it up a little more. We'll get into those other supersets, and we'll end with about the same amount of time that we usually do. Cool down. We'll get out of here. So setting the timer up here. We are working for 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, just the 90-90 crunches and the mountain climbers to start. Here we go. We're getting started here in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. So starting on the back, 90-90 crunches. These are the ones with the legs up high, bent, low back is in contact with the ground. I'm trying to pull as much of my upper back up as I can. Big exhale. Typically helps find those midsection muscles. Going to be doing some mountain climbers after this. And then after that, we're going to go right back into this one. So we're going back and forth 3 times. Here we go, you guys. Good job. Almost done. And time. We can rest those legs. Good job, you guys. Okay, so coming up next is our first pairing here is mountain climbers. Now we're not going to do them super quick. What we want to do is just drive that knee forward, control it all the way back. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, first we're finding that good plank position. You can also support yourselves from the knees on this one. We're just going to drive knee forward, bring it back. Other side. Good. Notice how my back is staying pretty flat here, you guys. As I drive that knee, I'm not letting it round into looking like a big scoop of mashed potatoes. Strong exhales here. I'm pushing away from the ground with these shoulders. Shoulders are kind of set in the back pockets. Definitely does not look as tough, but after you get into about 30 seconds worth, you start to feel it through that core. Nice and solid, supporting our whole body here. And time. All right, you guys, great work. Okay, so that was our first round of our first superset. We're gonna do 2 more rounds, crunches and mountain climbers alike, and then we'll move on to the next one, which is a lot of rotation. So here we go. We're starting 99 crunches again. 3, 2, 1. All right, make sure those legs are solid in their spot. Then we can start to pull ourselves up. Good work, you guys, good work. It's okay if we're not feeling like we're coming up a lot. It's a little bit better than cheating, pulling on that head. Good job, guys, good job. It's okay to take a little rest as we go. Want to keep up the quality throughout the entire workout. I know it's early. I'm sure the quality is looking amazing. We got to think long-term though. A couple more reps. And time. All right, you guys, rest those legs. We're turning over for the mountain climbers once again. Remember, supported by these shoulders. We got the hands under the shoulders. Starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, first we find that starting position. May take a moment, and we're driving one knee at a time here. Brace like a little kid was about to come and test your plank here by hitting you in the stomach or something. Nice solid knee drive. We still want to feel that core nice and tight. Good work, everybody. Good work. Got about 15 seconds to go. Let's make it count. Good work, everybody. Good work. Almost done. And time. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay, we are on to our final round of this specific superset. It's 90-90 crunches and mountain climbers one last time. So let's lay it down. All right, and let's get into it. So let's find that good starting position. Low back is glued to the ground. Crunches, not bringing the legs closer to us. We want to keep the legs in the same spot. Bring our upper body closer. Good job, you guys. Good job. And we're starting to feel that burn. That's what I was looking forward to this week. The burn at abs and core. Good job, you guys. Good job. We got about 10 seconds left. Take a little rest. We want to work till the last second here. And time. Good job, you guys. Rest those legs. Take a breath on your back here for a moment. Let's find the setup for mountain climbers. So hands under the shoulders. One last time. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Driving one knee at a time, staying nice and solid. Want to make sure that there's no twisting as we drive one leg. We should be able to still keep ourselves nice and level, like we're supporting a plate of our favorite food on that back. Good job, you guys. Good job. Keep that quality work coming. We got about 15 seconds left. Break it up as you see fit. We're all on the same page with the quality here. Good job, guys. Good job. Almost done. Final seconds. And time. All right, you guys, well done. Okay, next up, we're going into bicycles and plank rotation. Take a moment to watch me if you're not familiar with these movements. Starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. So hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. I'm trying to twist and crunch, trying to meet. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. But what we really want to focus on here, guys, is the twist through that upper body. So we want to twist enough so that we could see an adjacent wall to wherever we are lying down. Want to be able to look all the way over there, see a wall, all the way over here, see a wall. So think twist through that upper body. It's not necessarily about having the elbows meet the knees, because we can always cheat a little bit with that. And that's time. Good job, you guys. All right, so those are our bicycles. Up next, a little bit more rotation. We're back to that plank position. So again, this one, knees and toes alike can be done. We're gonna rotate, reach up towards the ceiling each time. Here we go. Find that good starting position. Gonna shift all our weight into one shoulder. Pushing away from the ground with that shoulder. We're gonna open up, reach, and look up at the ceiling. Keeping that core nice and tight the whole time, you guys. That's gonna be the key to help prevent those hips from sagging down below where we want them to be at. Good job, everybody, good job. Doing great, about 10 seconds left. Keep going at your own pace, core's tight. And that's time. Good job, you guys, good job. Okay, that is the first of 3 little rounds that we're doing with this superset, you guys. So bicycles up next, let's find the ground again. And here we go. All right, hands up behind the head. Now we know what the assignment is, big twist as we crunch. We really only have to keep the low back glued to the ground here, you guys. Upper back can come up a little bit and then rest. Man, when we take these bicycles slow and do them right, you guys, man, they are killer. Not only for those main 6-pack muscles, but also these ones on the side, the obliques. We really want to be able to develop these, call on them when we need them. All right, let's continue. Good job, you guys. We're almost done. And that's time. Great work, you guys, great work. All right, let's shake off that burn. We got the plank with rotation coming up next. Definitely a little more of a call on the upper body with this one. Let's keep the core tight all the way. Here we go. Good starting position first. We open up, we push away from the ground with that one arm. Think about trying to create a little bit of space in that ball and socket joint of the shoulder. The more we push away from the ground, the more space theoretically we can produce within that joint. We don't have to rely on the cartilage of that joint taking up all the pressure, holding us up here. Great work, you guys. Core is tight. Don't let those hips sag. We're controlling it all the way. Open up to each side. Let me see that logo on your shirt. You guys can see nice big exos as I twist to the side. Let's keep it going. Almost done and time. Great work, you guys. Great work. All right. Final round of this superset coming up. Bicycles, we're on our back. We're starting soon here. 3, 2, 1. Last time we're gonna do them. Let's make them look nice. Let's take them nice and slow. Good job, guys. Good job. Remember, twist. Look at that wall. Big twist through that upper body. Well done, you guys. Well done. We have about 10 seconds left. Let's keep working to the last one. Here we go. Almost there. And time. Well done, you guys. Well done. Way to stick with me there. Let's find that plank. We're going to rotate through that plank one more time, and we're on to our final superset, flutter kicks and crunches. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Find that plank. Core is tight. Shoulders are in the back pocket. And let's twist. Let's open up. Good job, you guys. Good job. Control through that shoulder too. We're still pushing away from the ground. Excellent work, you guys. Excellent work. I want to feel the back of those shoulders and that core. Great work, you guys. Great work. Let's keep it going. 10 seconds. Starting to get through it here. Burn's getting serious. Come on now. And that's time. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay, that was our second superset. We're on to our final one. Coming up in a sec, we're on our backs. It's flutter kicks, everyone's favorite. 3, 2, 1. Let's find that good position on our back once again. So remember, low back stays glued. If you feel that not happening, you guys, rest those legs. Adjust your position, modify a little bit. Let's keep that low back glued. As you guys can see, my legs are not super horizontal here. This is a great way for me to keep my lower back glued, still work the core. Man, these are tough. Man, years later, can't remember the first time I did these, but it's been a lot of years. They are still tough. Let's keep it going. Good job, guys. Exhales will help, and that's time. Rest those legs. Good job. Okay, we don't have to go anywhere. We're still on our backs. Next up is just regular crunches. So feet stay on the ground. We're just picking up as much of that upper back as we can. No hands using us to help or helping us. Here we go. Good job, you guys. And this feels a little easier than those 90 ones. Think about trying to make a bunch of ripples in that skin on the front side here, you guys. That's how we're gonna find those six-pack muscles that are helping pull us up here. Great work, you guys. We're almost done. Here we go. And that's time. Good job, you guys. All right, that is our first round of the final superset. We got 2 more rounds to go, aka about 4 minutes. Flutter kicks for the second to last time coming up. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's find the good starting position. Maybe challenge yourself a little bit here. Flutter those legs just a little bit more. Let me see each foot every time you flutter. Don't be blocking that back foot. I want to see it. Good job, you guys. Legs nice and straight. That means those quads are on. Don't let yourself get pulled out of position, you guys. I just felt it a little bit. It's time to rest for a breath or two, and we're right back into it. Excellent work, you guys. Less than 10 seconds. Stay with me. And that's time. Good job, you guys. Whew. Second time felt much more challenging. All right, we're on our backs. Crunches up next. Those feet are staying glued. It's gonna be hard to keep them down. Let's do our best. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good job, you guys. Good job. It's okay to take a breath or two in between these reps. We're trying to get as high as we can. Best quality on that rep. Just taking it one at a time. Once we got one done, focus is on the next one. That's all we have to think about. Great work, you guys. Almost done here. Second to last time we got to do this. Man, My core is tired. One more rep here. All right, that's time. Good job, everyone. Good job. We're on our backs. Flutter kicks for the last time are coming up. We're in our final 2 minutes, final round of this big superset workout. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's give it our all here. Don't leave anything on the table. Can't have any regrets about this workout going into the rest of the day, you guys. Good job. Remember, if fatigue is getting to you, take a little rest. It is okay to rest. Maybe we're breaking this up into 2 or 3 sets. That's okay. As long as that quality is high when we're moving. Good job, you guys. Good job. 2 seconds left. Let's keep moving. And time. There we go. All right, you guys. Final round coming up. Final interval, I should say. Just crunches. 45 seconds. Let's finish strong. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here we go, you guys. Good job. Just a few at a time if you can. Do your best here, guys. Try not to cheat. Think about pulling just as much upper back up as you can, crushing something under that low back. It's a good way to help us get those lower 2 muscles of that 6-pack. Come on. Good job, you guys. Almost done. 2 more reps. And that's time. Good work, everybody. Good work. You guys can stop moving, hang out there for a moment, grab some water, whatever you feel like you need to do. The timer has been stopped. We are at the end of the workout. Good job, you guys. Way to stay with me. That one was tough. A little bit of a switch up from what we're usually doing. So in order for this to be a very complete workout, let's go ahead and get into our cool down. We got to kind of calm it down a little bit. We'll do a little bit of stretching. And what we're going to start today with is the classic half kneeling hip flexor stretch. A lot of short tissue today in the workout. What we were doing was making that tissue short. Now we got to stretch it out a little bit. So I got my left knee down. We're going to find that left glute, big squeeze in that left glute. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Slight weight shift forward, pushing the hips forward a little bit, just looking for some tension in the front of that left hip. Let's breathe nice and deep. Taking away some of that tension that we were probably feeling right after those crunches. Trying to use these muscles extra hard, shorten them up so it can pull us up. Good work, you guys. Check in with that glute, give it a little tap, make sure it's still on. One more big breath. Excellent, guys. All right, let's switch it over to the other side. Here we go, same deal. We're finding that right glute if your right knee is down. Finding the abs a little bit, just pulling the belly button in. And then we're shifting those hips forward, looking for some tension. 3 big deep breaths. Finding the tension with your breath in the front of that hip. Try and breathe right into that spot where you're feeling it. Let's do one more big breath for good luck. Excellent, you guys. Let's shift the weight back a little bit. You got time for one more. Let's find that awesome shin box position. This is typically one we don't finish off with in abs and core, but there was a good amount of rotation going on today. This should feel good. We're not going to push the hips too much. So sitting in a position where I got my left leg out in front, knee and ankle are glued to the ground. Same thing over here on my right side. Right knee is glued to the ground, right ankle is glued to the ground. So whatever leg that you have in front, doesn't really matter which side we're starting with. We're going to take that same side hand from it's the left, plant it over here to the left of my body. What this is going to do, take a little bit of pressure off the hips, and we're going to be able to thread the needle and reach through here. So as we go, we're going to inhale to prepare. We're going to reach through as we exhale, Want to turn that head as much as we can along with the rest of the spine. So here we go. We're going to do a couple. Let's inhale. And as we exhale, we're reaching through, turning that head, trying to look at the wall behind us. And then let's recoil back out of it, come back to center. Good job, you guys. All right, let's do one more. We'll switch it over. Nice deep inhale. Big time exhale. Twisting, reaching through, turning that head. Let's come back to the middle. Same deal, other side. Do whatever you guys need to do to kind of modify this position a little bit. It's definitely tough and can be uncomfortable at times. I definitely did not start out just sitting like this. It took me a while sitting on stuff to get down to this position. I'm still not perfect, but we're getting there. All right, so right hand's planted over here. Let's do the same thing, 2 reps. Big inhale. Big exhale, reach. Turn that head. Let's recoil back out of it. We got one more rep, then we're out of here. Exhale and reach. Turn that head, reach as far as you can. And then we're recoiling back out of it. Great job, you guys. You guys can come out of that shin box position. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. Awesome workout. I'm glad you guys were here with me to do it. Don't forget the step challenge is going on. Signups are going to be open throughout the entire challenge. So if you know someone who still needs a team or a partner or wants to sign up but hasn't, please encourage them to do so. Tell them to reach out to myself or anyone else on the Exos team if they have any questions. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and don't forget to check out SharePoint site for all the correct links to our live classes. See you guys. Thank you so much. Hope everyone has a great rest of your evening. Good job, Dan. Good job, Sue. See you guys next time.